Greetings to all. Welcome to Future Officers Academy. Today we are going to see the daily current affairs of 9th May. To get more daily current affairs videos, follow our YouTube channel, also our Telegram channel. Today we are going to see the two most important topic of today's news. The first topic is solar energy in India, and the next topic is thalassemia. Solar energy in India comes under both GS2 and GS3. In GS2, it comes under governance paper. In GS3, it comes under environment. Thalassemia comes under GS3. Now, we'll move on to the detailed analysis of these both topics. Our first topic is about solar energy in India. What does it? India is the third largest producer of solar energy. By solar technologies, it brings clean energy from sun by replacing a fossil fuel. And it has two primary varieties. What are those two primary varieties? The first one is solar thermal. Next, the second one is solar photovoltaic. This solar thermal is which heats water by using solar radiation. Solar photovoltaic is which converts sunlight into electrical energy by using solar cells. Nowadays, solar energy is rising globally under Sustainable Development Goal 7. Also, solar energy reduces its reliance on fossil fuels and advance social inclusion, that is comes under Sustainable Development Goal 10. It also produces energy services such as electricity, heating, cooling, lighting and mechanical work, and harnessing the sun's radiant light and heat. Recently, solar technology became a major renewable energy source. How does this solar energy work and its usages are seen? Solar energy has a variety of techniques to process source. There are two main ways which can be processed. First, it can be produced directly through the photovoltaics to produce electricity. The second one is observing solar heat in order to produce electricity indirectly. Also, it can light up homes and business with rooftop solar panels, producing power by solar farms and supply electricity to remote location. For example, we can say that Cochin International Airport. Now, what are all the types of this solar energy? There it has three primary types. The first one is photovoltaics. Second, concentrating solar power, that is CSP. The third one is solar heating and cooling. These are the three primary technologies of solar energy. This photovoltaic says which uses light to create electricity. The concentrating solar power says that it can be used as solar heat to power electric turbines. The solar heating and cooling, which is to collect thermal energy for air conditioning, hot water and heating. These are the some of the types of solar energy. Now, what the applications of solar energy are seen? It has some of the applications like power generation, water heating, pumping, lighting, cooking, in vehicles usage, and in space heating or cooling. These are the some of the applications of solar energy. Now we can see about what are the disadvantages of the solar energy. Some of the disadvantages of solar energy is intermittency. In this, the production of solar energy is seasonal and dependent on cloud cover. It cannot be produced at night. Next, storage. To lessen intermittency, efficient large-scale energy storage technologies are still being developed. The next disadvantage is space requirements. In this, large land areas with a strong solar insulation are necessary for solar farming. So it is one of the disadvantage. Next disadvantage is high upfront costs. Solar system initial capital cost can be quite high. So it is one of the disadvantage. Next, transmission. In this, for a solar farm to be connected to the grid, costly transmission lines might be needed. Then efficiency. The majority of silicon solar cells have efficiency between 15 to 20% with a theoretical maximums of 30%. So these are some of the disadvantages of solar energy. And we have some emerging solar technologies also with this. The emerging technologies of solar power are developing quickly and becoming more well known as nations strive for greater use of renewable energy. Some of the advancements we can see here: the floating solar PV farms, solar windows, perovskite solar cells, space-based solar power, solar fuels, and etc. These are the emerging solar technologies seen currently. What are the government initiatives have been done under this solar energy? Pradhan Mantri Sarvodaya Yojana. It is one of the major government initiatives for this solar energy. This program targets a certain number of households in an effort to accelerate the use of decentralized solar power across the nation. Which Pradhan Mantri Sarvodaya Yojana. Next one is PM Kusum scheme. Next, solar park scheme. Then the Ministry of Renewable and New and Renewable Energy is India's go-to organization for issues pertaining to renewable energy. A significant effort by Indian government and state government to address India's energy security issue and encourage environmentally sustainable growth is the nation's solar mission. Under the administrative supervision of ministry, the Indian Renewable Energy Development Agency, that is IREDA, SACE is a non-banking financial institution that extends term loans for energy efficient and renewable energy projects. To encourage rooftop solar power projects in India, the Solar Transfiguration of India, that is Srishti scheme, is being implemented sustainably on rooftops. The next is Surya Mitra program. Surya Mitra is designed to prepare a skilled labor. In India, policies and programs pertaining to solar power are implemented through the Ministry of New Renewable Energy. Additionally, it holds actions where develops or awarded solar projects through competitive bidding. During the 2015 Paris Climate Conference, 2015 Paris Climate Conference, France and India founded the intergovernmental organization known as International Solar Alliance. In order to meet their shared energy needs, it seeks to mobilize resources and cooperation among the 121 countries that are located between the Tropic of Cancer and Capricorn. The ISA's headquarters are located in Gurugram, Haryana in India. India has put forth the innovative idea of one sun, one world and one grid, which is OSOWOG, to build a global network to interconnected solar grids that can share solar powers across the time zones and geographical locations. India would provide $2 billion and $10 billion initial capital needed for this establishment. Now we'll move on to the next topic, that is thalassemia. What it is, we have to know generally about those things. It is a genetic blood condition is known as thalassemia. It causes the body to produce insufficient amounts of hemoglobin. Hemoglobin is responsible for carrying oxygen in red blood cells, so it is known as protein molecule. Due to this disorder, the blood cells are destroyed and results in anemia. When the red blood cells or hemoglobin is lower than normal, this condition is called as anemia. Due to genetic mutation or deletion of specific important gene fragments, it is passed by one of the parents who carries this disease. Now we'll see what are the types seen in this thalassemia. It has two types. The first type is alpha thalassemia and the second one is beta thalassemia. In alpha, a condition where a mutation or abnormal occurs in one of the alpha globin genes. In beta, it is a disorder in the beta globin genes. What are all the causes seen for this disease is it arises when any one of the genes involved in the synthesis of hemoglobin has anomaly. This deficiency is inherited from the parents. A baby is more likely to develop thalassemia minor, a disease that is caused by any parent having the disease. There are probable of no symptoms, but you could be a carrier of the illness. In people from Asia, Africa, Middle East, Turkey and Greece, It is the most prevalent of illness. And we have some of the symptoms of thalassemia. What are all those symptoms? Before the child reaches the age of 2 and the condition's severe anemia can be lethal. The major symptoms of this is for beta thalassemia is paleness, jaundice, fuzziness, poor appetite. These are the major symptoms. Because of how severe this type of thalassemia is, frequent blood transfusions are required. A person with this disease, intermediate and less severe from the beta thalassemia, does not need blood transfusions. Now, what are all the symptoms for alpha? It comes in two main forms, that is hemoglobin H disease and hydrops fetalis. Hemoglobin H disease and hydrops fetalis. Bone complexities may be caused by this hemoglobin H, and the jaw, cheeks and forehead could grow too much. Additionally, hemoglobin H can result in extreme splenic enlargement and undernourishment. What are all the treatment for this disease? The kind and severity of illness determine the course of treatment. The physician prescribes the best course of action for a given situation. Among the therapies chosen in the majority of cases are the transplant of bone marrow and medication and supplements. Now, what is this blood transfusion? The doctors advise patients to take few precautions such as avoiding iron containing vitamins and minerals and supplements. This is accurate in situations where blood transfusions are required. Transfusion patients receive extra iron that their bodies are unable to lose. You may require gelatin therapy if you are undergoing the blood transfusions. It involves receiving an injection of a chemical that reacts with iron and other heavy metals. This aids in the body's removal of excess iron. What are the prevention for this disease? The preventions are, since this disease is a genetically inherited condition, prevention is not possible. Prenatal testing can identify these conditions prior to delivery. Genetic counseling aids in determining whether a person carries this disease, causing hemoglobin genes normally present in their body or not. That's all from our today's topics. To get this PDF download, you can get from our Telegram channel. The Telegram channel's link will be provided in our description. To get more daily videos, follow our YouTube channel and Telegram channel. Thank you.